What's up, guys? This is TheKephas. Welcome to Class Course, where we take a brief look at a specific class specialization from World of Warcraft and break down their core rotation. So if you're a beginner, or you're simply not familiar with how to play a particular class, then you've come to the right place. Today, I'm here to help get you started with the basics of playing a Frost Death Knight in Shadowlands. The key to playing a Frost Death Knight is to make the most out of your passive abilities and properly manage your resources. Your main resource will be your runes, of which you have 6. As you use them, they will regenerate over time. You can spend 2 runes on Obliterate. Simply use Obliterate anytime you have the runes available. Now, your auto attacks have a chance to trigger Killing Machine. Whenever this happens, your next Obliterate will be a guaranteed critical strike. So whenever Killing Machine is triggered, make sure that you use Obliterate as soon as possible. Now, Obliterate has a chance to trigger Rime. Whenever Rime is triggered, your next Howling Blast will cost no runes and deal 3 times the normal damage. Outside of Rime, not only does Howling Blast cause significantly less damage, but it also costs 1 rune to use it. So the only time you want to use Howling Blast is whenever Rime is triggered. So when Rime is triggered, using Howling Blast becomes your number 1 priority. Now, as you spend your runes and use Howling Blast, you will generate Runic Power. This is your second resource. You can spend Runic Power on Frost Strike. Generally speaking, using Frost Strike will be the last of your priority, unless you are about to max out on Runic Power. In this instance, be sure that you spend your Runic Power before you start using runes again to prevent yourself from overcapping. Now, when you're fighting multiple enemies, you'll do pretty much the same thing with a couple of extra abilities added on. The first ability is Remorseless Winter. This ability will cost 1 rune, and using it will deal damage and slow enemies that are near you. The second ability is Death and Decay. This ability also costs a rune, and using it will allow you to place a damaging area on the ground that will deal damage to enemies in that area for a short time. Both Remorseless Winter and Death and Decay cost a rune, and they both have a cooldown. So when you're fighting multiple enemies, be sure that you spend your runes on these abilities, and while they're on cooldown, you can continue spending your runes on Obliterate. Now, there is one final damaging ability that we should go over, and it's called Frostworm's Fury. This ability will deal a lot of damage to enemies standing in front of you up to 40 yards away. However, the ability also has a long cooldown. You can use Frostworm's Fury whenever it's available, but it's best when paired with other offensive cooldowns. Speaking of which, Frost Death Knights have a few of those. The first one is Pillar of Frost. This will increase your strength for a short time. The next one is Empower Rune Weapon. This will increase your haste and regenerate runes and runic power for a short time. And the last one is Raise Dead. This will summon a ghoul to fight alongside you for 1 minute. Simply use these abilities whenever they're available to increase your damage for a short time. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about how to play a Frost Death Knight in Shadowlands. Hopefully this video has helped get you started, but remember, in Shadowlands there are a lot of factors that can have a significant impact on your class. Things like talents, gear stats, conduits, covenants, and other factors can change up your rotation. So if you would like to delve deeper and learn even more about your class, then I recommend checking out the class Discords, and I will provide a link to them in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook, and if you'd like, you can support my work on Patreon. Links to all that stuff can be found in the description below. This is TheKephas. Until next time.